There it is. Need to lose 30 pounds? The answer to that question for me is yes. And thankfully, it's a very simple process. You can get a gym body without counting calories or anything else. You just sprinkle Sensa on your food. I think that's a big hamburger, which looks delicious. We then have the various ads that you see on social media and sometimes television, sometimes the internet. I think she has my pants on there rather than hers. And that's basically how it works. So I sit there and I think, well, I wonder if I ought to try Sensa. You can give it a try and maybe suffer a permanent injury or something else, depending on what you choose, or you can go to Consensus. See, it says research starts here. Consensus is very interesting. It's an AI-powered academic search engine that's built on a database of over 220 million peer-reviewed research papers. And unlike the general AI tools and chatbots, ChatGPT, Gemini, and that sort, every response is tied back to a real research paper and is grounded in scientific research, and it helps you quickly review the literature and understand complex topics faster. So it'll help you find high quality, relevant scientific research, and it goes through 3 key steps. First of all, it finds relevant papers amongst those 220 million research paper that it has. And then it uses, by doing that, not really even a fancy prompt. It can do a keyword search. It prioritizes quality. It will narrow down the top 1,500 results and rank them based on factors like recency and citation count and journal quality. And then it will refine the top 20 with a more powerful AI model to ensure that the most accurate, trustworthy, and relevant are returned. So let's take a look and see how it does. It's just that simple. What we're going to do is a deep research request, and we will hit send. You'll notice over here that it says once papers start to be cited, they will come up in this space. And then it explains what it's doing over here. It narrowed it down to 15.1 million papers, okay? And then it keeps moving the figure on what is retrieved. And it's simultaneously at times picking the eligible papers. You can see what it's looking at here. It's rephrasing. So it says it does not have strong evidence. It gives us the introduction there. And then it gives us a meter to give us an idea of just how bad things are for Sensa. Only 6%, in essence 1, gives you an idea that yes, it does work. That may have been sponsored by Sensa, we don't know. And then it tells you what it did from a methodological standpoint. It gives you the results in depth. It also says that adverse events, including GI issues and rare but serious complications, have been reported to regulatory authorities. It gives you a timeline of when the research is focused on and the top contributors in the area, the authors, in which journals they come from. There's a brief discussion with additional graphs that give you a sense of evidentiary strength in the literature for what you're looking at, and also does comparisons with others. Behavioral and lifestyle interventions outperform over-the-counter supplements. Surprise, surprise. And then you get a nice conclusion and other information as well. It even tells you what research questions are still open in the area. So this is one of the documents. Unfortunately, that abstract is hidden. This one's not. And again, it's just the abstract. Gives you a study snapshot of how the study was conducted, and you can pull a PDF up of the paper as well. This is a graphing of the science and the journal articles that have been found. And you can see that it has a variety of different things you can do to further drill down on the subject.